not just Al Ahly but Egypt as well, of course. Hussein El Shahat were off and underway in Cairo. Amra El Solia and Karim El Debes also dropping to the bench. As for Orlando Pirates, well, 3 changes for them. Up front, Evidence Makopa has come in for Shigofatso Mabasa. Pasako Marco coming in at left back, and Tabiso Lebitso at right back. Mohau Umkota and Dino von Ruyen dropping down to the bench. Well, that is Wessam Abu Ali, the Palestine international wearing number 9. Fouled, clipped clearly so by Lebitso, who's a little bit out of practice, if we're honest. He made his first Champions League appearance of the season last weekend, which was his first appearance of the entire season after a knee injury had kept him out until this period into the new year, of course, before Lebitso, the 32-year-old, could play. So Al Ahly in red shirts, white shorts and red socks, playing from right to left, and they got defending to do because Pirates are in here immediately. And that was a glorious chance, and why didn't he go for goal is the immediate thought. Rele Bohile Mofokeng in really good form, and trying unselfishly to play it into Dion Hotto, the Namibian. When he got the pass wrong, he could easily have gone for goal, and it's well worth trying to test Shubir in the Al Ahly goal, because this is his first appearance in the Champions League this campaign for the youngster, 24 years of age, Shubir, and a man who had an absolutely stunning Champions League campaign last time around. 9 appearances in the tournament, which Al Ahly won, of course, and 9 clean sheets, 810 minutes in all, without conceding once. It really was a fantastic record from him. And he came into the side because El Shenawi dislocated his shoulder at the Nations Cup around this time last year. And he came in midway through the group stages, did Shubir, and he was in scintillating form, just as Emam Ashur is this season around, the 26-year-old wearing number 22. Really, really good goal-scoring form. 5 goals in his last 3 in all competitions, and that includes 4 in his last 3 Champions League matches. A hat-trick last time out against Stade d'Abidjan, with the 3rd goal coming with the very last kick of the game. That's some way to take the match ball home with you. So Abu Ali just being fouled not once but twice by Tabiso Sesane, who plays in the centre of a defence alongside Sibisi. Lebitso and Marco, the fullbacks, Chaide in behind. Makalele, Makalene and Makawala, and Talente Mbata, the defensive-minded midfielders for Pirates, and then Hotto, Mofokeng and Patrick Maswanganye are 3 behind Evidence Makopa, would lead the line for the men in black. Ashford, Mohamed Ashford, who's come into the side today, standing over this, hoping to give Al Ahly a dream start. Cutback well read, and then Hotto was claiming he was fouled. He got no decision, and the South Africans just happy to hit this up into the Egyptian half and clear their lines effectively. Marwan Atia. So running through the Al Ahly, Shubir in goal, Khaled Abdel Fattah at right back, Remy Rabia, Yasser Ibrahim in the middle of the park, and Karim Walid a little bit further forward in midfield alongside El Sayi and Atia. Ahmed Koka will be on the left side, and up front you can see Wessam Abu Ali with Ashford very close to him, and Imam Ashur will be on this left-hand side, just floating and I'm sure moving all over the park as is his wont. big pitch as ever, the Cairo International Stadium, a lot of room. It'll be really interesting to see how these two face off today. As Hotto played in long, under pressure from Rabia. A hugely experienced figure with the heart of the Al Ahly defence, and that's late, and that'll be a free kick to Al Ahly. Ahmed Koka just clipped the 23-year-old. That's Shabir, who must be absolutely delighted to finally be back in a Champions League team for Al Ahly. Just 3 league appearances this season for the goalkeeper, and he's kept clean sheets in all of them. He really does have some record. At the other end, Sipo Chaine, 6 clean sheets for him so far in the competition, including at home to Al Ahly. These sides having met before on match day 2. The game ending goalless in South Africa. Al Ahly, meanwhile, well, they've played 2 games at home so far, and they've scored a whopping 10 goals in those 2 games. 4-2 against Stade d'Abidjan of Ivory Coast on match day 1, and then a 6-1 thumping of Algeria's Belouizdad on match day 3. But the very next game in the competition, Belouizdad got their revenge when beating Al Ahly, and so ending their 27-game unbeaten run in the African Champions League, a new record, beating the previous best mark set by Espérance 2018 to 2020. Let's have a look at this. Maswangani. Push from behind. And was he caught again? Well, you can see his hand is clearly in some pain for the 26-year-old. Played in nearly all the games, Maswangani. A key figure who just makes things tick in the middle of the park for Pirates. Smiles all around. Not from that man. He's won 10 titles with Al Ahly in the 3 years he's been in charge. 2 Champions League titles amongst them. He's won the league twice as well. In his last game, Marcel Koller, he won his 100th match in charge for Al Ahly. That came in the league, winning 2-0 away at El Gouna. Imam Ashur with a double in that game to go with a hat-trick in the match that he played before that. So that's 100 victories for Koller from 143 games in charge of this famous old Egyptian club. Ashur. Mofoke into Hotto. Hotto striding forward. Good run this from Dion Hotto, and a striker goal as well from Hotto. Always rising from the Namibian. But pretty direct as well from him. Just one thought in his mind. Didn't have a lot of backlift, but he generated a fair bit of power. Simple, good old-fashioned toe poke from Hotto. They can cause some damage. On this occasion, of course. That's Marco, who's come into the side today. Paseko Marco. He's a man who's got to be a little bit careful. He's on 2 yellow cards, Marco. All the yellows get wiped at the end of this phase of the competition, ahead of the knockout stage. 3 will rule you out of the next game, so you've got to be very, very careful if you're on 2. And there are a few players who are Marco and Makaula, excuse me, for Pirates. Marwan Atia and Imam Ashur. For Ahly, who are trying to come forward. Abu Ali just over him and headed away. Moffel getting high into the Cairo sky. Then Hotto will just touch it forward, and Ali will have a throw-in. Just shy of the halfway line. He's not looking any less anxious, Marcel Collet. That's a nice ball through to Atia. Spread out wide. Very wayward cross in, which Chaine will gather. Played every single minute of the campaign. And Sipo Chaine, the only other Pirates player to do so, is Sesane, just ahead of him. Kuka into Ashur. That's well tackled, and Ashur almost won it back. Makaula cleared it up. Mbata looking for Maswangani, who's back up on his feet and not causing him the discomfort it was just a moment or so ago. Rabia hits it long and looking for Ashur, who then looks for Abu Ali. That's good use of the body by Abu Ali. And then a little bit of confusion between him and Ashur. Makaula. Sabisi tries to go long, and Abu Ali closes it down, and still pending a little bit, Pirates. So Tabiso, Lebitso has already played more minutes in this game than he had in the entirety of the season before. It was just 5 minutes he got against Stade d'Abidjan. Here he is, goes in again. Sure, mops it up for Al Ali. Atia. Yasser Ibrahim. To Khaled Del Fattah. And a bit of space for Kareem. And still it comes into Kareem, men in the middle if they can get through. Really important challenge to take that behind from Sesane. He gets the congratulations of his captain and co-defender, or co-centre-back. Solid play from Sesane, the 24-year-old. So the first corner of the game to the home side. Swinging up goes Kareem. Solid enough punch on it from Chaine. Still it's not clear, they're queuing up. Oh, how did he miss? Oh, that was a gaping opportunity at the back post for Yasser Ibrahim. He could not take it. But Al Ali should be a goal to the good, because he had the freedom of the 6-yard box. Look at that. And it was Kareem possibly getting in the way of Yasser Ibrahim. Meant that he came at it from a little bit of a wider angle than he'd have liked to, which means the Pirates survive. Hotto as they counter-attack at the other end. Makopa moving inside. Here he is, evidence Makopa trying to play it into Maswangani. Not so. Attia on the charge, up towards Abu Ali. Lovely first touch from him. Look at that excellent centre-forward play from Wessam Abu Ali, who turned 26 earlier this month. Really good first touch, and then assessed his options. He had 3 Pirates players around him at least. As we see Afsha's ball in, look at that. You've got to be taking chances like that. He doesn't score too many, does Yasser Ibrahim, to put it mildly. That sort of finish might explain why. So a look at the table, Pirates top. All the onus on the home side to win this game. No pressure whatsoever regarding losing in terms of qualification, of course, because these teams are already through. But Pirates will be very happy with a point. Striker goal from Imam Ashur. Just didn't really get hold of it. Well, that was the punch from Chaine, and this was the ball that came back in. I'm not surprised they're showing it again. Well, it looked like he was unselfishly trying to guide it across, but yes, it really was Karim Niedved Walid. His role in there didn't help things. Makopa. Hotto, I should say. Oh, he thinks the decision should have gone his way. That was my initial reaction as well, I must be honest. Ahly with the greater possession when it was offside rather than a foul. That would make far more sense. Yes, Ibrahim forward, cut out, picked up. Attia. Kuka to Ashur. Ashford inside him. Attia. Dinking it forward, nice ball through, and it might go all the way through. It's a really solid save from Chaine, and then over the bar. He could turn in the follow-up when it came his way. Omar Al-Sa'i with the acrobatics. And once again, the Pirates' goal escapes. Really good ball this in from Attia. Caused real problems, and then coming in at the back stick and forcing a really good save from Chaine. It was Abdel Fattah, and then after him, Al-Sa'i. It just ghosted all the way through, didn't it? Against the Ghosts. Resignation. Coach Collette. Otto. Leading the line for now. Ashford spreading it out and just inviting Ashur to run at this. He's got to take on and out muscle Labitso. And instead it's the South African who's won that one. King thinking he had kept it in. Pretty close, but I think it just got all the way over the line. Academic in any case, says Abdel Fattah. Hasn't scored this season, scores precious few. Will he get a better chance than that all season in the Champions League? Zabisi forward to Maswanganyi. Mbata. Mofokeng. Nice turn from Makopa. Trying to play it inside to Hotto, but cut out by Ahmed Kuka. And then a foul adjudged to be made there by Omar Al-Sa'i. You can see the clear barge on his opponent. Pretty solid challenge on Marco. Rabia. Ahly, Ashra. It's fairly easily cut out of the back. Now it's coming forward again, and Bata. And they're all just running away from him a little, the 4-3. He didn't actually have too many options, Talenti and Bata. The 24-year-old. Well, it's not just Ahly and Paris, of course, who have already qualified for the next round, but the likes of Esperance and Pyramids have also wrapped up their group. That's in Group D, which means that the remaining slots to be decided this weekend were in Group A and B. Al Hilal had already gone through in Group A, and they were joined today by MC Alger, the Algerians. We'll come to that in a moment. Abdel Fattah tries to make ground on the right-hand side for Ahly. That's a good cross in, but headed away by Sibisi. Still not fully clear. Down the line from El Saï. Ashford picks it up. Abu Ali. Ahmed Kuka. Just feel a little bit of a momentum building from Ali. Ashur. Abu Ali. Imam Ashur again. Ashford falls back, and Atia just spreads it out wide, where Abdel Fattah will pick it up. El Saï. They clearly don't want to lose it. And Abdel Fattah does exactly that. Wins the header, though. Gets it back, and now they've got a free kick as well, Ahly, and that's in a dangerous position. Kareem, the player, fouled. I'm not surprised that he raises his arms, and Makaula, as if to say, what was that for? Pretty unclear. Well, Ahly are good in the air. Last season they scored 5 headers, which was twice more than any other side, or more than double any other side. Ashford, who's already put one on the plate for Yasser Ibrahim, will try and see if he can make another charge. Into the box it goes. Another important clearance from Sibisi. Good ball in. Well, as said, MC Alger squeezed through today after gaining a goalless draw in Tanzania against Young Africans, or Yanga, that game ending about an hour and a half ago, which means that MC Alger joined the Group A winners Al Hilal, who were beaten 4-0 in DR Congo today by former African champions TP Mazembe, who on their first game in the group at the 6th and final attempt. So there is just one place remaining out of the 8. 7 teams already through, and we're going to know the 8th and final team on Sunday. It's either going to be Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, Pirates rivals in recent years, or Raja Casablanca, the Moroccan side. Abdel Fattah. El Saï, into the box he goes. Sibisi again. Abdel Fattah again. Once again goes down after the header, but on this occasion, no decision awarded in his favour. Well, they're trying to keep the pressure up, certainly. Alan, there's a little bit of intensity about them. Ashur just trying to spin away from Labitzo, but Labitzo doing really well to contain him. Ahmed Kuka forward to Ashford. He can't keep it in. And it just goes high and up towards the halfway line where Hotto will chase. Nice touch that from Rami Rabia. The man who scored the winner in May's Champions League final against Esperance, Rami Rabia. 1-0 on aggregate after 2 legs. It's the goal scored by the Ahly centre-back, the only one of the game in this very stadium. And here he is again, Rabia. Defensive duties to do. Makopa, who started the game up top. Hotto on the flanks, and these two, Makopa and Hotto, have swapped in the last few minutes. Makopa losing a boot there. And just finally, versus about Raja at Sundowns. That's in Group B. Sundowns need just a point at home to Asfar or Royal Armed Forces of Morocco to make it through. If they lose, Raja must beat Maniema Union of DR Congo to have any chance. Both those games at 1700 GMT on Sunday, which is, of course, when the Confederation Cup group phase concludes as well. Ahmed Kuka. Just stretching to try and gather it, El Sa'i, and loses it in the process. Yasser Ibrahim. Abdel Fattah. Good, solid challenge to stop the 1-2. Opening it up on the right-hand side for Al Ahly. El Sa'i. Atia breaks the lines and plays it into Ashford, and he just got caught with his first touch. Rabia just going into trouble. Hotto thinking again that the decision could have gone his way. Puff for the cheeks as if to express frustration. That was the stretch from El Sa'i. Marco Mofokeng. Makopa trying to flick it on. Well, we've yet to see too much from Pirates as an attacking force. So far they've been managing to hold Al Ahly at bay. Really is a fascinating contest, this. They can play some wonderful free-flowing one-touch football, the South Africans, but they are, of course, up against the might of Al Ahly, striving at goal here and letting fly from distance. And that's not going to be troubling Chaine. And the Pirates goal, the strike from El Sa'i, making his first start of the group stage today. His only previous Champions League appearances this season, both home and away against Stade d'Abidjan of Ivory Coast, the group whipping boys effectively. 8 minutes in total before today from those 2 substitute appearances for El Sa'i. But he's come into the side in recent weeks, especially in the league as well. Sassane clears it away, but it falls to Ashur. Makaula turns his back, striker goal from Ashur straight at Chaine. Well, he is a danger man, as said the 26-year-old Ashur. You can see what he was trying to do, but he just didn't get enough angle on it. And straight down the throat of Chaine. To the delight of the Pirates keeper. That's nice from Ashur to open it up. Ashford, a lot of room down the right-hand side for Abdel Fattah. 3 Al Ahly players in the area. Cross is deep. And they'll be gathered by Chaine. 13 clean sheets this season for the Pirates #1 from 25 games, and that was very, very comfortable. You can see he kept his eyes on it all the way. They failed to create as good an opportunity as the one after 50 minutes they played it. Yasser Ibrahim can Ashur change that. Little deflection off Sassane. Dribbles it in towards Chaine. And he tries to get power. It's playing out from the back. Makaula. Maswanganyi. Hotto back into Maswanganyi. Hotto and Makopa having swap positions once again. Bata. Ashford. Abu Ahly, that's a pretty heavy touch, forcing El Said to backtrack, and Abdel Fattah just plays percentages, and that's a thumping header from Makaula, letting Al Ahly know that they are here. Hotto. Just taking their time. Al Ahly currently leading the Egyptian league after 8 games. They're on 18 points, one better than both Zamalek and Pyramids. And their South African opponents today also near the top of the league. So it really is a clash of 2 teams in excellent form. Pirates 11th, just 3 points behind league leaders Sundowns. So the 2 Champions League representatives from South Africa leading the charge both in Africa and at home. Hotto. Well, the ball was on for Mofokeng. He didn't get it right. Trying to open it up. Well, will this squeeze through to Libitzer? It won't, but they will have a throw in deep inside Al Ahly territory, Pirates. Safety first, stuff at the back for the Egyptians. And this is the ball in from Ashur. Didn't get a very good contact on it. Abdel Fattah up towards Abu Ahly, who so far being well contained by the Pirates defensive duo of Sabisi and Sassane. Maswanganyi. Atia will pick this up. Well, that was a awkward height for him, but he's got this back more conventionally, and he bravely goes in under pressure from Mbata. Ashford dropping deep. Does most of his most effective work at the other end of the pitch. But Ashford came on at half-time when Al Ahly were trailing last weekend against Stade d'Abidjan. By the time the game ended, he had helped engineer a 3-1 turnaround. Makaula. The man fouled by Abdel Fattah. And he wants more from inside, and he probably wants it more in the final third, because Al Ahly have been far the more dominant in that area so far today. Sane into Maswanganyi. They play through the lines here, Paris, and doing pretty well as well. This is lovely stuff from then. Over hit to Hotto. The ball needs to come back to Labizzo. He couldn't manage to do so, but that was excellent passing play. No wonder they get the applause from their coach. Paris, they took their time, they found their spaces, they played it in between the lines into the pockets of space. It was just here at the end where the pass over hit towards Hotto. Trying to pick the defending champions apart, and very, very close to doing so. Makopa, as you'll see, yet to have a strike on goal. Pirates, just that 10th minute effort from Hotto that flew over the toe poke. Flicked on, nicely so, that's excellent from Paris. Maswanganyi. You have to create a little bit of space. Mofokeng with Hotto in the middle. Here goes Mofokeng again, still got it. Maswanganyi thinking about the strike, didn't take it. Makopa can't pick it up and Ahly were clear. Ashur. Just a really heavy touch to take that out. You can see the frustration as well on the Egypt international. Labizzo will absolutely relish getting these minutes. Very coolly played from Karim. A little back flick into Rabia. That's not such a good ball from Abdel Fattah, and that's pretty agricultural, just hack forward from Rabia. Makaula. Just overran it a little bit in there, Marco. And a bit of space now where he should be. Into the middle it goes, excellently cut out once again by Sibisi. Captain the side in every single group game. Nice turn from Maswanganyi, and then he sets Pirates charging forward, and Barter, there's a man in the middle if he can find it, he can't. Really well cut out by Yasser Ibrahim. A nice driving one again. Just so direct at times, Pirates. We're not used to seeing Ahmed El-Shenawi on the bench. Second right as you're looking at it. This is Rabia, called by Mbata. Been at the club for many a year. Rami Rabia, he made his debut age 17 in 2010 for Al Ahly, this man. Every single season he spent at the club bar one in Portugal just over 10 years ago. Over 300 appearances for the Cairo Giants and counting for Rami Rabia. Well, they're huffing and puffing at present, Al Ahly, trying to break down this Pirates defence. Trying to break down a Pirates side that is unbeaten in the African Champions League so far. And in the group stage, 3 victories and 2 draws is a pretty impressive return from a group involving Belouizdad, who've not played too badly this season. Obviously, that shock win over Al Ahly on match day 4. Stade d'Abidjan. Well, new boys really effectively to the Champions League. Even if they did play in the African Cup of Champions clubs many, many years ago. Half a century, in fact. And then, of course, the might of Al Ahly. Wonders if these teams might meet again in the knockout phase, and if so, just how deep into the competition. A few percentages taken from Chayine as he just looks for touch near the halfway line. got to be patient here, the Egyptians. They've got to ensure they take their moment when it comes. Ashur into Ashfar. Here's Atia. Cocker around the corner into Ashur. Nice first touch from him. Well, it's adjudged to have come off his hand. I thought that came off his chest. Clear frustration for Marcel Collet. This should show us. Well, clearly off his thigh. As he himself shows the Mauritanian official, it's not going to make any difference. Shubir, not the best clearance from him. Rabiot away. And Bata picks it up, powers through in the midfield. Now he can strike a goal, and he does indeed. Well, he certainly can hit them. Talenti and Bata, we saw that last week with his stunning strike against Belouizdad. An absolute rocket. And you can see the sort of power that he can generate. Well, the one last week was hit and stayed hit. This one always drifting and fading away. The Pirates with their second shot of the game. Neither as yet. Testing Shubir. And the Ahly goal. Son of former Egypt goalkeeper Ahmed Shubir. Certainly got the pedigree. The young man, I imagine we're going to be hearing his name for many, many a year. Maswan Gagny and Ashur, wow. Where's the yellow card going? It's surely going to be going to both players. And if it goes to Imam Ashur, well, he's going to miss the first game in the knockout stage. He's got to be careful, very, very careful. And has he not been? We're about to find out. Well, the referee calling over Maswan Gagny. The referee explaining his actions. Maswan Gagny for that tug back on Ashur. Becomes the first player into the notebook. Maswan Gagny, not one of those at risk of missing the next game. But if he puts his hand anywhere near an opponent's throat, he may well find himself seeing a straight red. It would certainly be a big blow. Should that happen, unlikely as it may be. That's when Gagny made his South Africa debut last March and played in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers at the end of the year. 4 appearances for Bafana Bafana and 2 goals is not a bad return. South Africa, who shone at last year's Nations Cup, of course, finishing 3rd. Egypt were looking good at one stage, and they went out fairly early on. A game that Imam Ashur missed after injuring himself trying a backflip in training, and concussing himself, and he was a major, very conspicuous absentee as Egypt went out in the knockout phase. Well, that's not offside, despite the flag going up. So a couple of decisions, understandably irritating that man, the Ahly coach. Over half a century of caps for Switzerland did Collet, playing at travelling to the European Championships in 1996. Just the 1 minute of additional time as these former African champions just cancel each other out in this opening period. Ashfar, Cocker on the floor into Abu Ali. That's a lovely little touch into space for Atia. Ashur, Abu Ali charging back into the area. Here he is, Abu Ali, outstanding defending once again, and look at that, the reaction from Sibisi, punching the air in delight at getting the block in. He's been outstanding so far. And Kosinati Sibisi, the Pirates skipper. And look at this, read it all the way, got the block in. And then the little fist pump in celebration from the 29-year-old South Africa international. Well, they've weathered the storm for most of this half, Pirates. They just need to see this one over the line. Swung in and headed away again by Sibisi. He is sticking doggedly to his task. Right in front of the Al Ahly fans, trying to suck this ball into the back of the net. Al Sa'i have another try for Al Ahly. Deeper this time, Chaine catches. And an infringement spotted in that crowded area as well by the Mauritanian referee, who blows his whistle to signify the end of the first period. On this, it's currently sitting the prettier, top of the log. And as long as they avoid defeat, the South Africans, African champions in 1995, will be going through as group winners. They haven't actually reached the knockout phase, Pirates, since the 2013 Champions League campaign, when, as I said earlier, they were beaten in the final by Al Ahly. A very different state of affairs for the team in red, who are serial finalists, let alone just reaching the knockout phase. Have appeared in the last 5 African Champions League finals. Al Ahly, good to see smiles on the faces of those two opponents. A sign of the reduced pressure on this game, even if pole position is something they are scrabbling for. Sibisi just ushering Paseko Marco forward. Played in every group stage game, Marco, the 30-year-old. Four caps for South Africa early in his career, Marco, but none since 2023. Hotto on the turn. Just an absolutely key man for Pirates up top. Started every single game of this Champions League campaign as Hotto. Only once failing to play 90 minutes against Al Ahly, no less. And yes, Ibrahim was the man who missed the best chance of the first half. Glorious opportunity, in case you're joining us late, at the far post, which he headed across the face of goal rather than on target from close range. Just trying to measure that forward, and took his time. It didn't come off. Nice layoff again from Abu Ahly, who's had some really nice touches, the Palestine international. He wanted the ball back there as well. He's not had a lot of service. He does have 4 goals in the Champions League this campaign, 3 against Belouizdad on match day 3, and an earlier strike in the preliminary rounds, as it were. But yet to have an opportunity today, Abu Ahly. Bata, that's managed to get through. Marco looking into the area, chance here for Pirates. They've not taken it. Hotto just inches wide. It was such an inviting cross that came into him from Marco. Look at that, and the run was good as well. He got contact, he just did not get enough. How close was this? Well, a yard wide from Hotto. He had the first chance of the first half, he's had the first chance of the second half, and that was a really, really good opportunity for Hotto. 2 goals in the competition already this season, just 1 in the group stage. A really good driving run from the halfway lane against Stade d'Abidjan. he couldn't take that, and well, that would have given Pirates the perfect platform with which to approach this second period. Nice one-touch of football from Ahly. Eshaw trying to lift it over the head of Sibisi, who was his usual rock-like presence. And they've done well there to win the throw, Pirates. Not that the Ahly players think it should have gone the way of the team in black. Nice footwork from Maswanganyi. He does have the skills, as does Mofokeng. We've just not seen too much of them today. Maswanganyi, you've got to be careful, given the booking that he picked up in the first half. The only player to have gone into the notebook. Sesane. Mbata. Chaine. Just take his time. And then there's a little word with himself. With his poor clearance there. Abdel Fattah under a little bit of pressure from Mofokeng. Does well to turn it away. Mofokeng wins it back. Here is Abdel Fattah. They're still hungry, Pirates. Excellent play and pressing. Sibisi leading the charge, which Mofokeng will pick up. Just taking off his toes, though, Mofokeng. And Karim comes forward for Ahly and looks for Abu Ali. And the move breaks down. Well, Pirates have lost just one of their last 13. Ahly have lost once all season. Ashfar, another solid tackle coming in this time. It's Sesane getting the block in to stop the strike from Ashfar. Excellent defending once again at the back for Pirates. It's Makaula actually who got the block. Couple caught there as well. Labizzo just took a little clip. Ashfar, he knew that was close, but excellent defensive play and awareness from Pirates' defensive midfielder Makaula. Key man for Pirates and breaking up the play alongside Mbata, of course. Makopa, we've not seen too much of him in this game, yet to make any real impact. One goal from his 6 Champions League games before this, and Mbata swings it in. His come here for a Mofokeng when he couldn't miss. He had the freedom at the Cairo International Stadium to poke that home as it made its way through to him. And Pirates, the league leaders in Group C, go clear at the home of the African champions Ahly. 1-0 Pirates early in the second half. And Relebohile Mofokeng has his 3rd goal in as many Champions League games. It just wasn't cut out by Rabia. Ahly failing to clear their lines. Abdel Fattah as well. Real mess at the back from the African champions. Simple enough ball in from Mbata. Maswanganyi instantly looking across the line to see if the flag was going to go up. It didn't. And a little toe poke from the 20-year-old means that Pirates are leading at Ahly. Well, stunning stuff, and look what it means to him. He knows that his side will be looking good to go through as group leaders. I think that's Labizzo down on the floor, which would be tough on him given he's just worked his way back into the side. But all eyes on Mofokeng. It is Labizzo. Well, that's really disappointing for him. As said, he had played just 5 minutes of football all season before today because of a knee injury. And now he's unable to take any further part in this game as well. So a subplot after the main plot of the Pirates goal. what's this going to do to Pirates' confidence? Because, as I said earlier, they can play some super football. Understandably, we've not seen it so far here. But with a goal cushion, will it just allow for a little bit more expansive football from the South Africans? As you can see from the table, just posted 4 points clear at the top of the group. Mofokeng trying to wriggle his way free of Ahly. That's a heavy touch from Abu Ahly. He's really been very good as a forward player in holding it up well. That one just got away from him. Maswanganyi. Ah, lovely play to send Hotto on his way. Rabia alert to the danger. He had the presence of mind, despite falling Maswanganyi to play in the on-rushing fullback in the shape of Hotto. So delayed substitution, but finally made. And on comes Siyabonga Ndlozi. He's 22 years of age. Copper, the judge to have fouled Abdel Fattah. Well, sad to see from Lobito shaking their head. He joined Pirates in January last year from Chippa United. He was only making his 13th appearance for the club today because of his injury problems. And unfortunately for him, he's seemingly broken down again. Let's hope it's not too serious, of course. So the onus on Ahly. Atia into Ashva. Ashur with the strike, and it goes into Abu Ahly. Super save from Chaine. Absolutely vital to stop Ahly from levelling the scores. Well, it was nicely worked in the end. Ashur, not entirely sure how much he meant to be finding Abu Ahly. Was that a striker goal? Either way, it fell to Abu Ahly. And Chaine was well positioned, the South African, and lucky as well that Abu Ahly didn't put the ball to either side of him. Chaine doesn't miss many minutes. As said, he played every single one in the Champions League so far. See the goal again. Just pretty hopeful ball forward, and Mofokeng pounced when Rabia and Abdel Fattah couldn't clear, and well, the touch from Rabia took it away from Abdel Fattah. And Mofokeng knew exactly what he was doing. His 8th goal this season, in his 25th game, and add in the 9 assists he has as well. That's 17 goal involvements from 25, so really impressive stuff from the youngster. Highly rated. Been linked with a move to Scottish club Rangers last year. Not entirely convinced that Scottish football would be the perfect destination for a player who's rather slight, given the physicality of the game there, but will happily be proved wrong should he ever end up there. But I imagine that bigger clubs will come calling the Rangers. Man at Mofokeng, who made his South Africa debut last year, 5 appearances by the end of the year. Well, we're back underway. Chaine, he's looking entirely comfortable, but he's opting to play on. approaching the hour mark in Cairo. The reigning African champions trailing to a side with real eyes and designs on lifting the title for the second time in their history this year. And it is a very strong Pirates side. Nice little back flick from Abdel Fattah. Karim, Atia. Bit of space down this left-hand side. Ashur works it in. Abu Ali in the middle again. It's over him. And Marco will clear this for the South Africans. Just hitting it long, and hoping that a player in black can get on the end of it. Numbers forward for Ahly. Here's Afshat with a strike, and a strike off target. You could hear the roar that came out of him as he hit that wide. Ashford. Just one goal in the Champions League this campaign for the 28-year-old. That was against Stade d'Abidjan on match day 1. Not scored since. Did of course score that stunning goal against Zamalek, no less, to win the Champions League in 2020. Like a fair few on the pitch, he's got more than one Champions League to his name, 4 in total for Ashford. None can match the 6 Rami Rabia has. So Pirates, their first shot on target, resulting in the goal. Well, the home side fans trying to lift their team. That's nice round the corner. Ashford is just not going to find its way to a shot. Over the top. China will come and gather. Well, before the game, Ahmed Al-Shenawi said that Ahly were desperate to win this game and that they wanted top spot in the group. We are waiting for the massive presence of fans to raise the enthusiasm and morale of our players, said the long-time #1 goalkeeper. It's not going to plan so far. Koka, Atia, as the Ahly substitutes patiently wait to come on. And that's nice from El Sa'i. Abu Ali lays it off again. Karim, Ashford. Ashur. Koka back to Ashur. And goes behind, and it's Al Ahly corner, and the substitutes can now come on. So Ashford is off to be replaced by Hussein El Shahat, a very familiar figure in the Al Ahly lineup. He'll be looking for his 3rd goal of the campaign after group stage efforts against Belouizdad and Stade d'Abidjan. Karim El Debes on as well. El Sa'i, the man he replaces, so El Debes will probably slot in at left back. And Kuka will move across. And then Abdel Fattah also being removed. Mohamed Hani will just slot in at right back, the 28-year-old. So the first throw of the dice from Marcel Koller as he tries to find a way back into the game for his side. And here is the first touch for Hani. Long from Atia. Looking for Ashur, who just, well, he can control it, he just can't keep it in. Hani. And that'll be an Ahly free kick and a chance to get some men forward. Work to be done for the Egyptians. Shaine was equal to it when Abu Ahly had an effort 5 minutes ago. Marshalling his troops, the man with one South Africa cap, one in September against South Sudan. And that's surely not what they wanted to do. He had to check back in, then Rabia got their head onto the delivery from Ashur, but he just had to check from the little touch forward to him, Ashur. And Rabia unable to guide his header anywhere near. Well, that was the tug on Abu Ahly. And that was just a little overly hit. Not the best worked free kick routine from the defending Champions League title holders. Rabia stepping up. Ahly trying to force the pressure, turn the screw on Paris. Into the box it goes, headed away by Makaula. Hotto then gets another little touch on it. And this will open up and surely find its way to Hani as it does. El Shahat. Atia. El Shahat again, just touch it inside from Karim. Not strong enough. Pirates can clear. Sessane long to Hotto. Rabia just touches it inside, and Ahly will try and build again. Atia just caught and checked as we enter the final quarter of the game. Mofoke. And that's when Gagny. It's a Hotto. Makaula behind him if he had just played it the way he was facing. Instead he took a gamble. And Ahly could be in behind him and it could be costly. Oh, that's a lovely lift over the top and into the back of the net from the substitute who's just come on. El Shahat, absolutely delightful. Pirates lost the ball in midfield. He's only been on the field a matter of minutes. And Hussein El Shahat has brought Ahly level in a game they need to win to secure top spot in Group C. His third goal of the group stage, and it was from that blind pass from Hotto. Lots of space. Pirates suggesting he was offside. He looked pretty level, and then look, the time, the composure And the touch from El Shahat. Just a little moment there as he paused and just lifted it delightfully over Chaine. Exquisite from the 32-year-old. And Ahly, a level. And what a finish we now have to this game. And Marcel Collet, Ahly coach, will be more than justified in feeling a little pleased about his substitution. Abu Ahly, they've got to play the advantage here. They do. Striker goal, tip behind by Chaine. Marwan Attia, the man with it, holds his head in his hands. He's never scored for the Egyptian side, despite nearly 100 appearances, and that was close, and I think it might have taken a little deflection before Chaine had to turn around the post as well. And what a finish we've got in the last 20 minutes. That's the challenge coming in, and a really heavy one as well from Marco. And he's going to be going into the book, and that means that he will be missing the first leg of the quarter-final, whoever Pirates meet, because Marco was also booked on match day 1 and match day 3. And there you go, confirmation in the top left-hand corner of your screen that Marco will be missing the next game for Pirates. Floated in, punched away by Chaine. Increased sense of urgency all across the pitch. In swinger again, once again lacking any real pace. El Shahat, the goal scorer. Oh, that's a delightful cross in. Rabia keeps it alive. Abu Ahly goes up and Chaine gets the touch, but they still haven't cleared it, Pirates. Ahmed Koka with a striker goal, didn't travel far. And now Marco will head it away and head it towards the touchline as well, as Maswanganyi gets sent on his bike. And Ahly being roared on, but that's a slip and it could be costly. Yasser Ibrahim, well, he could have gone on Mofokeng. Yasser Ibrahim going to be going into the notebook as well. No such fate for him, given his paucity of bookings in previous games. Well, he could have charged on Mofokeng. Instead, he just held up the play. Well, the last team to beat Al Ahly in the Champions League in Cairo on home soil was Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa in February 2022. For a moment, it had looked like Pirates were going to be repeating the feat. They will be very eager to get back into that sort of position. Not the best set-piece delivery. Hotto knocks it wide. It comes in deep this time, up towards Mofokeng. Hani off his shoulder. Maswanganyi plays it into Mofokeng. They're Menel in the middle if he can find them. Well, he tries the chip in it. Doesn't get the contact right, and the substitution will be made as well. And the latest man to come in is Amra El Solia. Hugely experienced figure, yet another one for Al Ahly, the 34-year-old. And he'll be on for Attia, who's waits for his first Al Ahly goal. Will go on. Over 300 appearances for Al Ahly El Solia. Scored in 3 Champions League finals for them as well. And a man with over half a century of Egyptian caps as well. Not that he's been playing for them since 2022, El Solia. Hani. Abu Ahly down in the box. Looks at the referee. More in hope than expectation. Makopa, just a push of Rabia. Well, he's been given a chance in the side today, evidence Makopa. I think it's questionable whether he's taken it and has led the line any better than Shego Fatso Mabasa would have done had he started. Looking for his 8th goal of the season, Makopa, but he's got nowhere close to that so far. even to have a strike on goal. This is the challenge on Abu Ahly. Very little in it, seemingly. Looked more like Abu Ahly stepping on Marco than the other way round. Ahly into Rabia. Karim unfairly impeded. The man nicknamed Nedved for his supposed similarity in looks and position to the Czech great Pavel Nedved. That's a nice searching ball looking for Shaw from El Shahat. Dealt with by the Pirates back line. El Solia. First real involvement for him. Maswanganyi will pick it up for Paris, but he will lose possession and hand it back to Ahly. One goal changes the whole complexion of the group. Hani. El Shahat. He had done the hard part to wriggle away from Marco. Mofokeng. Loose again. And it cost Pirates just a few moments ago. Hotto, they just need to get a foot on the ball and hold it for a little while. Pirates, one would have thought. Stop the increasing waves of Al Ahly attacks. Hotto looking over the top, and when he has lost it, they got numbers forward as well. Pirates, 5 of them ahead of Hotto. Rueful look on the face of Mohamed Hani. And now it's time for Jose Rivero to make his changes. And Bata coming off. And Maswanganyi as well. So Selaelo Razebocha, the 23-year-old midfielder, coming on. So to Caballo Dlamini, also a midfielder. Played every single group game, Dlamini, but he's only started one of them. As for Razebocha, well, he has made 4. So, excuse me, he's just been restricted to substitute appearances in the group stage, and they just total 20 minutes. So, 30 minutes might seem quite a lot for him. Got 3 minutes on his last appearance on match day 4. Marco will cut this out for Pirates and just touch it home. Long they go, Pirates, looking up towards Makopa. Very comfortably marshalled by Rabia, who captained Egypt at the end of last year in some of the Nations Cup qualifiers. Karim trying the 1-2, cut out Makopa, giving it away. This is better, more purposeful. Razebocha coming forward. Hotto Dlamini. Trying to play around the corner. Ahly, El Shahat wide of him. Just drops his shoulder, goes inside and then plays it forward to Shaw, whose touch is wayward. Still trying to find a way, just over 10 minutes to go. A reminder that Pirates will go through as Group C winners, a point ahead of Ahly. They won't be used to such an eventuality as in not going through as group winners. Well, here's a moment for the Angola international Gilberto, who's coming on for only his second appearance at the group stage and his first since match day 1. Gilberto, just 2 appearances in the last 2 months, so he will be delighted to get on. Mabasa also coming on as Hotto goes off. He had such a good Nations Cup last year for Angola, Gilberto. And it's a bit of a mystery, well, to me certainly, why he's not played more for Pirates, the man who left Petro Atletico in Angola in July to join the South Africans. This only his 12th appearance of the season. Mabasa, Dlamini. Pirates trying to get an element of control back in this game. Mazabotcha. Makaula into the space, the whistles from the home crowd. Had a passing move this from Pirates. It's been a while since they put one together. Mofokeng, Marco. Charging forward, but dispossessed. Well, I thought that was an Ahly throw. In the meantime, another substitution. Akram Tawfik, the defensive midfielder, coming on for Kareem. It'll be a straight swap in midfield. He's been a regular earlier in the group stage, Tawfik. Imagines he'll settle down into the action pretty quickly. El Shahat. Well, he's undone by a combination of Marco and Mofokeng. Sibisi. Mofokeng. There's a man out wide if they can find him on the right-hand side. Razabotcha. Dlamini. Into the middle it goes, and over the line. Surely it goes. Well, if not on the first attempt, certainly on the second. And Pirates have restored their lead. Gilberto turning it home. But did it go over the line earlier? Either way, Pirates have restored their lead and have taken control of Group C once again. Well, they were 1-0 up, pegged back to 1-1. And then look at this, a nice move down the left-hand side. Dlamini, the substitute. Here we go, the little touch that was from Mabasa. Did it go over the line? It didn't. And Gilberto was following up to make sure that it did. It bounced just, what, 6 inches or so. Was it inside the line? I think from that angle it looks as though actually it was from Mabasa. This might help us. Inconclusive from that angle. It'll be very interesting to see who gets credited with the goal. But either way, Orlando Pirates are leading once again and on course. They've given it to Gilberto. I wonder what Shigofazzo Mabasa might have to say about that. And they're in it behind again. Ahly, Shaw, good back heel from him. El Shahat, Abu Ali in the middle if he can find him. Shaw comes back onto the pitch and he needed help. El Shahat. Well, he goes down in the area. All eyes instantly turn to the Mauritanian referee. No decision given by him. And it's lifted out wide by El Solia. Ahly. Well, they are not normally in this sort of position, but this is all credit to Pirates. El Shahat and Abu Ali at the back sticks. Sibise, the man who goes down, and the decision goes Pirates' right. This was El Shahat trying to wriggle his way in, making the most of the mildest of contact from Marco. In he goes, a little arm on the shoulder, which was pretty swiftly moved back. No penalty in the eyes of the referee. It's been a frustrating day for him, Abu Ali. Hasn't really got the rub of the green, despite all his hard work trying to hold it up top and bring others into play. Mofokeng. Mabasa back into Makaula, trying to go around the corner. Pirates. Oh, lovely football at times. And look at that pass from Mofokeng. Oh, if he could have controlled that, Mabasa, Pirates could have been in for their third, but lovely football again from the South Africans. Here goes Mofokeng. He's got help from Marco, chose not to use him, wins the throw-in. The ball at the right end of the pitch as far as Pirates are concerned. El Shenawi just urging his side not to find just one goal, but the two. And they will take them top of the pile. And as it is, Ahly will have to be playing their second leg of their quarter-final away. And they may well be meeting one of the top seeds. Well, they will be meeting one of the top seeds unless things change in the next 5 minutes. No surprise to see Chaine taking his time in the Pirates goal. One wonders what sort of boost this will do to the confidence of Pirates. They've been so impressive this year in the Champions League, really have lit it up. But to come to the home of Al Ahly, Africa's most decorated club, by some distance, who have reigned supreme 4 of the 5 last Champions League campaigns have gone their way. They do know how to rebound, let's not forget, because when they were beaten by Sundowns in El Solia. Oh, nice turn from Abu Ali and striker goal as well. Oh, that was just inches away from bringing Al Ahly level. Really good bit of centre-forward play again from Abu Ali. Rolled his man, look at that. And then got a shot away as well. Hit well. And just inches wide of Chaine's left-hand post. Excellent play from Abu Ali. Close, but ultimately not close enough for the 26-year-old. 21 goals last season, his first with the club. Just 7 this for Abu Ali. It's dealt with, broken up. And Pirates just flow forward. Gilberto, the first touch from Mabasa. Not good enough in giving it back to Rabia. Hani. Aldebes. Little bit of space inside for El Solia. Just touches it forward. It comes into Abu Ali. Down he goes again. A chance here. And they can't take it. And Al Ahly want more. And Abu Ali also wants more. Well, El Shahat is leading the charge in the protests. His effort well wide. And I don't think there was enough contact there for Abu Ali to get the decision. Went down a little easier. I think he had a better claim with his first effort. not often you see Ahly chasing a game when they were beaten by Belouizdad on match day 4. Well, the goal came in the first minute of stoppage time. Very, very little time for the Egyptians to respond. We had a little bit more this time around, 6 minutes or so, and whatever gets added on in this stoppage time that we're about to see how long it is. Abu Ahly again just trying to lay it off on this occasion, gets it wrong. El Debes, too forceful. No, they win the free kick. Yasser Ibrahim coming forward from the back for Al Ahly. Shahat coming over to take the set piece. As we see the challenge on Abu Ahly again. There just seemed to be very, very little contact, but Shahat strikes whistling past the post. Ashur for Al Ahly to the back stick. Up goes Abu Ahly, can't get a head on it. It will still come, and they're looking into the far post. Yasser Ibrahim heads it back into the middle. Chaine gathers. And we are in stoppage time. Pirates are leading. Just a delicate ball to the back stick from El Shahat. Yasser Ibrahim on this occasion had to head it back into the middle. Rabia with the clearance. Seven minutes of additional time at the end of the second half. Well, I missed the board going up given the action involving Al Ahly at the other end. 7 is quite a while. And we've got to the first minute. Into the second as Chaine looks long up towards Mabassa. Yasser Ibrahim with the header. Ahmed Koka. Rabia, he goes down, and that'll be a free kick and a yellow card as well. Gilberto, the man in the book, having an eventful time. The Angolan. Hani. And Hani again. Shaw is popping up all over the front line in a bid to try and get Ahly back in this. El Debes with a cross, good cross as well. Laser guided onto the head of Abu Ahly, but he just had to come back a yard or so. Ball slightly behind him, always hard to generate the power on a header like that. Pretty well found nonetheless. He's had a few chances in the latter moments, Abu Ahly, after having next to nothing to work with for most of the first hour. It is likely to be backs to the wall stuff for Paris unless they can get a foot on it and break this up. Mofokeng trying to do exactly that, but only finding touch right in front of the Pirates dugout. Koka into El Solia. Yasser Ibrahim. Mofokeng. Well, anywhere will do time, but they just surely want to hold it up again. Pirates. Gilberto remonstrating with the official as another decision goes against him. But at present, his goal, separating the sides. El Solia, well, he got a little bit lucky after slipping. He's got it back. Ashur trying to get away. Sibisi trying to ensure he doesn't. But they get to the byline, and there's a solid block in to deny Abu Ahly as well, and that'll be a corner to Al Ahly. And yet again, impressive defending at the back for Pirates. Sassane with the block. Just over 3 minutes for the South Africans to hold out. Swung in, flicked on by Rabia. Still it's not cleared. Yasser Ibrahim will trying to unselfishly again find a colleague in the area. And then as Gilberto goes to clear, He is clipped by the Egyptian defender. He thinks the decision should have gone his way quite clearly. Nonetheless, free kick to Paris inside their own half. So Ibrahim, well, he got the touch and then he was caught behind. Now, if that's in the area, which it is, well, that's a foul surely by a Pirates player on an Ahly one. And arguably a penalty. You can understand why Yasser Ibrahim is unhappy and why Ahly players are still talking to the referee. He certainly got the ball first. He got caught by Gilberto. If the referee had seen that properly, this decision could have gone very, very differently. Mabassa with the header. Up by Mofokeng, but he's offside. Dlamini. Nice header that by Mabassa. Not much in it, but the decision's been made and not nearly as important as the one at the other end. Abu Ali misses the header. El Shahat trying to roll his opposite number. Just under 2 minutes to go. Nice little spin from El Shahat, read by Sibisi. But ultimately at the expense of the corner. Good battle between El Shahat and Sibisi over on that far side. 90 seconds or so for Al Ahly to find a way back into this game. Have they got time enough to score 2 goals? El Shahat, down he goes again, another corner. Yep, further beseeching of the referee by the Egyptian team. So 7 Ahly players in there and headed away at the near post. And they will stay up there as well. But this time it is headed away. A bit of space for Hani. Long diagonal into the box it goes. Striker goal, oh, that's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning to bring Al Ahly back into it. Well, the decision has gone against them. That was as sweet a volley as you could wish to see deep in stoppage time to surely make it 2-2. But no, because the flag went up. Let's have a look. Pumped forward. Well, Rabiot was offside there. He didn't get a touch, but he was second. Phase adjudged to have been interfering, but what a strike that was from Rami Rabiot. That's the sort of finish from a seasoned goalscorer rather than a centre-back. And drama in the dying moments of stoppage time. And it's just not going to go Al Ahly's way tonight, seemingly, because there is not time enough to score the 2 goals needed to go and beat Pirates and top this group. There may well be time enough to get an equaliser and so preserve their unbeaten run at home in this competition. Abu Ali winning the free kick. This is it. Last chance saloon for the 12-time African champions. The reigning title holders. Africa's club of the century. Sassane. As we see the claim from El Shahat, not really anything to argue about on that one. Well, this surely is going to be the last action of the game as we trudge towards the 100-minute mark. Now or never for Al Ahly. Striker goal into the wall, and Hani with the strike, and again it is blocked. Makaula in the way. Marco will get ahead of him and just put this into touch, and then all eyes again will look at the Mauritanian official. Yasser Ibrahim, Rami Rabiot with the flick, and cleared away. And now Pirates just need to hold on to this. Well, they don't, because it is mission achieved for Orlando Pirates of South Africa.